So this is pretty much Fuff's thing that I watched Fuff and I learned how to do it from him. Back in the day, we were competing for world record. But since then, I've kind of modified it a little bit to make it more consistent. Like, I rarely miss this now. When I'm focusing, I don't miss it. So this is really easy. If you notice what I'm doing here, I'm just keeping her in the center of the stage, because when you approach her from the center of the stage, like when you're both in this little circle here, if you approach her at the right time, she just jumps early, and it's free. Now set it up like I do here, to have her kind of come toward here. I always stand here to like make sure she's lined up with this pole, and then I make her come a little bit to the right and to the left, so she activates this little invisible wall that's like right here. If she runs into that wall, she'll get an early activation and she'll spring over there. Then you just stand here. Again, I don't have to really explain this, just get a feel for yourself with timing these slams. You have to time the slams so you don't do it too early, but not too late to lose time. This is the same thing every time. You just lead her around to get back to the same spot. Now you want to make sure she gets a little bit more to the right here so she actually walks into it. Or it, rather, because it's a robot, it doesn't have a gender. Alright. You just got to keep her to the right of that little wall. Pretend there's an invisible line that you're trying to keep her away from. Keep saying her. That's the main idea. There's an invisible line and you want it to run into the line. That's all it is. But if it's too far to the right, it's going to go past the line and it won't activate the trigger. So you have to kind of like... See what I mean? So that time I messed up. So what I did there, it wasn't facing the line, so therefore it wasn't going to go for it. So I had to show you that. That's what it looks like when you do it incorrectly.
Wow, I've never seen such an electrifying match.
But there's a way, like what I just did, you can do it to get back into the same spot. If you mess up, you have to get back into the same spot. Otherwise, you're just going to mess up the entire cycle. So let's see if I can recover from this. There we go. It's a little bit precise if you mess up. Now what I just did there, I stood like on the little column in that sprayed logo for Poseidon, the painted logo, I guess. I stood in that little column to make it jump where I wanted it to jump. So I stood right here, and I'm gonna wait. Also, if you bash onto the head, like, excuse me, if you bash onto the head too early, it won't detect a hit, so you have to wait a little bit. Again, like, you're gonna get faster at this as you do it more often, and as you do it, I'm not gonna finish because I don't know if it's